Greetings everybody, bit of a flashback today. Flesh and Blood Unlimited Arcane Rising. My LGS had a bit of a special on these, so I thought why not, I'll get myself one. And plus I'm also desperately trying to get Arcanite's skull cap for my deck. So just a caveat that if I pull Arcanite skull cap, it is not up for grabs, that is mine. But you can of course write down the card you want, except for that one. And if you look at the winner in the comments, you can win that card, unless it's Arcanite skull cap, because I want that one for my own deck. So, here we go. Let's see, first up. Let's see how we go. Alright. Go through and... First rare, reduced to rune chant, super rare, induction chamber, and foil common. Tome of Aetherwind. Is that where they are? All in the middle, all the others are common. Okay. Yes, of course, the big news was, of course, Crucible Unlimited is no longer unlimited. Yeah. Which, I'm not so sure why everyone... Apparently a lot of people are shocked by that, but I was always saying it, they can't just keep printing indefinitely, because more sets will come out. It'll depend on demand and supply, etc. Little bit surprised. I think most people thought it would have been, what do we got? Spellboat Assault, Take Cover, and Take Aim for your foil rare. I think most people would have thought it would have been one of the first two sets, Welcome to Wraith or Arcane Rising, but it was actually Crucible. Now, I know a lot of people are trying to figure out what's going on, etc, etc, but that's one thing they could produce this little test slip on these packets. Okay, so what do we got? We've got Enchanting Melody, Pour the Mold, and Foil Zipper Hit common. Yeah, so yeah, but I don't think there's anything overly sinister or, I mean, Legend Story Studios are basically a business. They want to make money. They would have had contact with their distributors and everyone, and they just would have been looking at sales and demand and how much they've already got printed. And they would have just added, as a huge guess, in fact just an example. Okay, let's see what we've got first. We've got Arena's Prayer for a rare, we've got Rapid Fire for a super rare, and Sick'em Shot for your common foil. Yeah, so they just would have gone through the details, and you know, maybe Crucible for War, they're going, you know what, we're getting, the distributors might be saying we're getting orders for 1,000 boxes a week or whatever. Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising might be 2,000 or 3,000 a week, so they're still far more popular. And they can only print so many cards of so much, so I would say Crucible was the one in the least demand. Rune to Rune chant, Rifting, oh I missed one, did I? Stir the Aetherwinds. So they decided to cancel Crucible. I think that's probably all there is to it really. It just wasn't selling as much as the others. They needed to quit one as they print others, and they decided the least profitable and the one in least demand was in fact Crucible. I mean, that's just makes common business sense. So yeah, I think that's probably about all there is to it actually. So of course they've reserved the rights, Pour the Mold, Pedal to the Metal, Oath of the Arknight for your rare foil, to print any of the cards again in an upcoming set. So, for example, when they eventually stop Welcome to Wraith, I'm pretty positive in a future subset somewhere they will re-release Enlightened Strike and things like that. So, I don't need to keep printing it because some of the more popular ones they can just bring out in a new set, which is probably what they'll do. Enchanting Melody, Aether Spindle, and Common Foil. And we haven't even had a Majestic in this set yet, so we're not doing very well. Okay, remember in the comments, just write down any card you want, and you could be the winner. I'm thinking you might have a better chance in this lot, because I don't think people are really Googling box openings for Arcane Rising at this stage, because it's well past its release. But I did just get a good deal, so here's the video. Life for a life, take aim for a rare, and common foil. Although the EV of Arcane Rising is probably not too bad actually. The EV of the new Tales of Aria, not very good at all if you don't pull one of the legendaries. It is not very good at all. So it's just probably got a better EV for an average box. Stir the Eighth Winds. Oh, first Majestic. Yay. And it is red in the ledger. So maybe that's the one you're after. Put it in the comments. And a rare foil. So yeah, one Majestic so far. Certainly not the best opening so far, but still got half a way to go. So any guesses on which will be cancelled next? I would say probably won't be until the next set is released, whenever that is. And what do we got? We got Spellblade Assault, Convection Amplifier for a rare, and Common Sunkiss. Yeah, so my guess on the next set, and this is a 100% guess, and I'm probably 100% wrong, but I reckon it'll be like an expansion set like Crucible was. Because we had two sets with heroes, then we had Crucible. We've now had Monarch and Tails. So if they follow that pattern, they will probably do like a extra accessories for your heroes. Deck, Life for Life, Take Aim, and Common Foil. Which would make sense. They've just got a whole pile of new heroes. They probably want to put a few new things out and some new ones for some old ones. Which is actually really clever as far as not having the power level creep up too much, because they've got quite a few heroes now, so they only need to release a few bits of new equipment or whatever it is, cards for different heroes, and yeah, it's just certain heroes will get a little bit stronger but very slowly, or different synergies. Yeah, which you don't want power to creep up too quickly. What do we got? We've got Pedal to the Metal, Silver the Tip, and a foil common. Yeah, so halfway through, and we've had one Majestic. What are you meant to get from this? So like 3 or 4 Majestics, I think. You've got a, is it 1 in every 4 boxes chance of a legendary? So I know my chances of the Arcanite Skullcap are not good, and I've resisted just buying it outright. Because I thought, you never know, I'll buy a box, do an opening, and maybe I'll get it that way. Stir the Eighth Winds, Ninth Blade of the Blood Oath for a super rare, zaps your foil. Okay. Oh, cracked bauble. Okay. So, remember to subscribe, tell me what card you're after in the comments. Giving away a lot of cards already. Thanks for those who keep watching. Where to start? Oh, Mr. Irina's Prayer, Spellblade Assault, and Scouting Rain for foil, but it's a common foil. Yeah. Okay. So their calling have been really successful, I think. Vegas was always going to be the biggest just because it's Vegas, and the others are still getting quite a few. So game's doing very, very well. Okay, Enchanting Melody, Life for a Life, Take Cover, rare foil. Okay, still only one Majestic so far. Okay, what's we got in here? Actually went and bought myself a few boxes of Crucible as soon as I heard they went out of print, and of course the price went up quite substantially along with all the cards. Because everyone's sort of like, what? It went out of print? Yeah, Pour the Mould, Tome of Eighth Wind super rare, and a common foil. So well, it had to go out of print at some stage. Like, yeah, just what, they're going to print it indefinitely? Just, it's crazy. But, I mean, it was earlier than, I guess, I was quite surprised it went out of print so early. But yeah, once again, So that was the product that had the least demand. Okay, so we got rare take cover, convection amplifier, and foil common. So, in fact, everyone's waiting for Tales of Area Unlimited, and I don't think so, but I reckon there's every chance they won't even do an unlimited for it. My game store has still got plenty of boxes of it. They didn't mad rush for it like they did for Monarch. Spellblade Assault, Arcane, Second Majestic, there we go, Arcane Ascendancy, maybe that's the one you're after. Okay, write it down if it is. And a common. So we've had 2 Majestics. Okay. Yeah, getting down. So will they do an unlimited? I mean, in theory they should do unlimited for Tales, but they might have printed a hell of a lot first editions. Reduced to Rune Chart, Life for a Life, Rapid Fire Super Rare. I mean, they had to print unlimited for commons, I mean for Monarch, because you couldn't get your hands on a first edition, you just couldn't get it. So that sort of forced them in that direction. But I mean, if there's still Tales of Aria hanging around, there's going to be no need for an unlimited. So we'll see. I mean, I still think it probably will, but also the EV of Arena's Prayer. Okay, and Silver the Tip, and a rare foil Cognition Nodes. Yeah, so the EV of Tales, if you don't get one of the legendaries, is not very good. And so the EV of an unlimited Tales, it's not going to be very good at all in my opinion, unless things change. So Plunder Run, Spellblade Assault, Moonwish for a foil. So yeah, I mean, they will have to take that into account and work out if the demand's there. Are people going to fork over money for a set that's got a really, really low EV? Are people going to buy 4 boxes almost to make sure they get a legendary? Because if they don't get the legendary, it's yeah, not good use of money, not a good investment. Oath of the Arc Knight, take cover, and common foil. Just have to wait and see. 2 packs left. I've had 2 Majestics, which isn't high, and I certainly haven't got my Arcanite Skull Cap, so put down the card you want. And, oh, I went straight past them, did I? Take Aim, Aether Spindle, and Push the Point. Okay, so that is from that set. And the last one, good luck everyone. Only 2 Majestics, not the best set I've ever opened. Still, you can win whatever card you put down. If I can ever open this last box packet. It's one thing. Give us a test, let's say they open properly. Okay, good luck. The last pack, what do we got? We've got Silver the Tip, Cognition Nodes, and a foil common. Okay, so there you go. Still hope you enjoyed it, and write down what you want, and yeah, next set that comes out I'll try but there hasn't been a new box released of anything for a while, so I'll have to check with the game store and see where that is. Alright, thanks everyone, bye.